Alright, we are starting with fireworks. When a judge opens by saying, "I don't care if you have Jesus representing you," you already know this case is about to get messy. Buckle up. This courtroom isn't here for excuses.
Don't care if you have Jesus here representing you. It's unacceptable if you're covering the device when you're supposed to be blowing into it.
She's not covering the device.
Oh, no. Oh.
If I may, Judge.
Oh.
So here's the setup. A defendant accused of mixing alcohol, drugs, and driving, plus a tampered breathalyzer device. Sounds like a recipe for legal disaster, right? But the real twist. Some of her positive drug tests might not be drugs at all. Let's break it down.
Down.
Judge, I'm here on Brittany DeFrowley. She's not on doc. When we spoke last, I had just gotten on the case. We had heard about her allegations of testing positive for methamphetamine, which was a concern to her. Since that time, and she's here, we have had an opportunity to dig into it a bit more. Ms. DeFrowley apparently was taking both Adderall and Vyvanse. It appears from what we can tell from the drug lab tests that we are seeing, they may well have been testing for the Vyvanse. Vyvanse.
Can't imagine that Vyvanse is going to make you test positive for methamphetamine.
It can. Apparently, Vyvanse is. I've got the articles here. I'll have to share with you, but Vyvanse metabolizes it down into a form called D-amphetamine, which is
Legal insight here. This is actually true. Vyvanse, a prescription ADHD medication, metabolizes into amphetamine in the body. That means drug tests can light up like a Christmas tree even when someone is taking their medication exactly as prescribed. But the court's job? Figure out whether this was innocent medication or an excuse for something stronger.
I'm gonna mess it up, but it's D-amphetamine, which will test positive for methamphetamine. In fact, the same lab testing agency that Harris County is using is now involved in two federal lawsuits for testing people positive for methamphetamine, when in fact they are not. We're trying to see that. Yeah, where we're trying to untangle the kind of circumstance here. We've become aware of some other allegations involving alcohol testing device in the car, and it's my understanding there are also some email chains between my client and her old probation officer about her reporting dates and her testing. In apparently this previous probation officer had some discussions with her about knowing that the Vyvanse would test positive on the UA test. We're trying to gather all those.
But there's still other violations, and is she continuing to test and make sure that she's not using alcohol or? Come up, Mr. Frawley.
And I'm sorry, you don't what? Yeah.
It's unacceptable. You're covering the device when you're supposed to be blowing into it.
She's not covering the device.
Oh no.
Let's pause, because this is a big deal. DUI interlock devices are basically your car's babysitter. You blow, it tests for alcohol, and only then will your car start. If someone else is blowing into it, or if the camera is covered, that's not just bending the rules, that's straight up cheating the system. And judges hate cheaters.
Oh. If I may, Judge.
Oh.
What we're seeing is not a routine pattern of this. What we're seeing is that there are occasions, and Mr. Crowley can speak to this, she would go back in and get everything recalibrated whenever it was brought to her attention that she was not being captured on. To be fair, there have been occasions when other people have driven the car and they necessarily must blow it, but it is not a pattern behavior. It is very sporadic.
New contact of the she also some probation felon course and she's gonna
If I may, I've already spoken to felony court. They're not pushing the motion. They are waiting to resolve this issue. I went up there just now, and that judge up there is staffing it and is going to try to get to the bottom of this methamphetamine.
I'd like to send her for a drug and alcohol test now while she's here.
And here's the drama cranked up to 100. The judge isn't just warning her, he's laying down the law with fire and brimstone. Translation for the audience: the court doesn't just care about failed tests. It cares about honesty. The second you try to outsmart the system, you're on thin ice.
And then we need to have a hearing with regard to the methamphetamine and the Vivan issue, and
I'm waiting on a letter from Jimmy Valentine, who is a nationally recognized toxicologist of this issue. I think it's going to resolve everything, but
well, I appreciate the tenacity, but I'm going to have issues if you're trying to cover the camera. If you're trying to do things of this nature, I'm telling you now, I'm going to have a humongous problem with it. And don't care if you have Jesus here representing you, but if you are trying to be disingenuous by covering the camera, I'm telling you now, I'm going to have issues with it. Don't cover the camera. Don't have other people blow into it. Because the idea is that if that car is moving and you're behind the wheel, you're supposed to be taking breath test, not someone else, and then them allowing you to drive.
nobody else did.
If I find that happens, I'm gonna lose it. Do you understand? So, yeah, I'm gonna send her for a test now. I want to set it for a hearing, perhaps in 2 weeks, so that I think we need to have an expert too. We need to figure out how we're gonna have someone come testify on this issue as far as Vivan and I don't know. Let me reach out to my staff, figure out how we're going to go forward. Let's do like 2 to 3 weeks. We'll set for a hearing, formal hearing. Have the probation officer ready, every allegation ready to go.
We would only ask, and we'll be happy to do that. We just asked for a list of what was found.
Yeah, of course. Is everything operational now as far as Interlock? Is she still reporting now? What is the cause number sheet for you, please?
Here in misdemeanor, it is,
Tell me, that's right. Right.
And there's the final warning shot: I'm going to drug test you like crazy. Judges love this tactic. It's part punishment, part scare strategy. Think of it like a legal version of "I'm watching you." Now the real question is, can she stay clean, or will those tests sink her case completely?
Why is felony court unhappy?
Because I got the same piece of what
Who's in the 184? Who's that?
that's John Thomas.
All right, so let's set the hearing for 3 weeks. Okay, and then I'm gonna get with my staff to see how we're gonna go forward as far as
Understood.
the methamphetamine issue.
We'll be happy to share everything we find about. We're still untangling it, but I've been in a lot of these problems, and this one is giving me pause. It sounds like something where we may be going down the wrong path. So I want to.
Don't test positive from now. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to drug test you like crazy, and I'm going to test you for alcohol like crazy. Do you understand?
Sure.
Don't test positive, because it's really going to go sideways real quick. Okay? All right? Just pick a day, 3 weeks, and then we'll set it for a hearing. Full hearing. Okay?